Fish where we are only this big, and down here they're this big.
Great fishing on Lake Michigan starts here. We're at the Root River Steelhead facility in Racine, where we're about to play matchmaker to thousands of fish. The work we do here is vital to fishing on Lake Michigan. The vast majority of Wisconsin's fish populations are naturally sustaining. But not Lake Michigan trout and salmon. The water's too warm in the streams and the levels fluctuate too much for them. Jeff is crowding up some of the fish. The fish that had come up the ladder are now crowded into part of the moat system here on the facility. And he crowds them up into the lift basket. Fish will be lifted up in that basket and then placed into our knockout tank. The knockout tank is where we administer carbon dioxide gas to put the fish to sleep. It's definitely necessary to knock them out and subdue them so that we can easily handle those fish without harming them. These fish are very, very strong. Even my strongest crew members with the best grip gloves and everything inadvertently will end up dropping these fish.
You can hardly hang on to them.
And it'll take just a couple minutes for the fish to be knocked out and then they'll start working them up.
Steelhead right male, LM only.
The data that we're collecting here, the length and weight data from these fish, will be used to compare to past fish that have come through. We can see trends, growth trends in these two different strains of steelhead, and then we can predict future trends in the fish as well. They'll take the lengths on the fish, weights, check over the condition of the fish, whether they're ripe or not. That's where the ovarian fluid surrounds the ovary, and then the eggs are ready to be released. When they are ripe, the eggs come out very, very easy. The males we have to do by hand. We'll just put a gentle pressure on the upper abdomen portion of that fish, and then the milk will come out of the male. Then we'll pour in about a quart of fresh water. And what that water does will then activate the sperm to start swimming. And then the sperm will actually enter the egg. Then we will rinse those eggs, and then from there they're put into a bath of B vitamin or thiamine mix, where the eggs will water harden for a period of about 2 hours. Once the egg is fertilized, a small amount of this B vitamin mixture or water will enter the egg, and then the flap on the egg will close. And then the egg will actually be what we consider water hardened. It'll be a little more stable. After that water hardening process, after 2 hours, then we will disinfect the egg with an iodine solution. And then pretty much from there, they'll be ready for shipment to the hatchery. Once the fish have been weighed and measured and perhaps spawned, then they'll enter that tank, and we administer oxygen in that tank, and we'll have the fish recovered there.
That one's ready.
LMLD.
How can you tell?
I can't catch it.
722.
And that's how I can tell. Can't hang on to them.
Once they're stable and up and swimming around, then we'll place them down the return tube, which takes them back to the river to give anglers another chance to catch these fish. The public can come out to watch this activity. My office phone number is right by the underwater viewing window there, so I can tell people the updated schedule as far as what days we'll be here processing. And we'd like to engage them and show them what we're doing here for the future generations of fishermen.